Welcome to the podcast, Thinkers Podcast. It's not a podcast, it's a video. But I'm just going to call it a podcast because that's basically what it is to me. What I'm going to be doing, for those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you, I'm going to be just explaining my thoughts on life and my surroundings that I study during school, mostly when I'm talking to friends, doing whatever, and I'm going to be playing Besiege in the background. Now, if I were to listen to this, I would probably have the screen off and just have the audio playing because, the screen doesn't really matter. It's just a background. Give your eyes something to do while your ears are listening. I might have long pauses in between statements because I just have a lot to think about right now. One of the reasons that I'm having these is so I can remember things that I was thinking about that might matter to me, but not matter to others, such as my thoughts on people. No one really cares about that because they have their own thoughts on people, and they're all self-centered. But we all are in some sense. I said this in one of my pre-recordings, or not pre-recordings. It was gonna be the first one, but I decided not to, simply because it was terrible. Didn't have a concession of thoughts. Didn't have anything thought up beforehand. But it was good because I learned a bit more. If you think this sounds bad, then you should have heard what it was like before. I feel like it's gonna get a lot worse. And during the duration of this video, so feel free to exit if you don't really care. But I'll tell you stories. I go to high school. I am a junior. For those of you who don't know what that means that I'm in 11th grade. 12th is graduating where I am. I don't know if that's everywhere. I just say where I am because my cousin got into high school the same year as I am, and he is one grade below me, and I didn't understand that, but it's because his school district does that. Anyways, people around me. I've noticed that people, my friends in particular, are just bad. And I'm gonna explain myself in a second, but I mean, they're just bad people, I've realized. Most of my friends were... Oh crap, I don't know how to use it. Oh, alright. Start talking about the game. Most of my friends last year were seniors, that's what they are. And I was a sophomore. And now they're gone. And the friends that I'm left with now are sort of like the people who I knew, but I didn't really care that much about, which sounds kind of bad when I say it like this. But I mean, they were just not good people. I didn't like them, and now I have to deal with them. And I don't know. I've sort of gone along with them, but I learned a lot from them. Not good, mostly bad, about people in general. They lie all the time. They deceive. They are selfish, self-centered. And if some of my friends are watching this, don't think that I'm specifically talking about you. It could be anyone, but I'm guessing that the people who I am talking about know for sure that I'm talking about them. But to you people, I know that... I don't know what I'm saying. Everyone's like that. everyone has that sense of self-centeredness where, the world revolves around them, they think. This is shown all throughout my friend group. All of them, it's ridiculous how much drama goes on between my small group and other small groups. I've noticed, because I'm friends with a lot of different kinds of people, I'll say. Different, mindsets, people with different mindsets. And a lot of them have a large amount of drama in a small amount of space. Like, not physical space, but within the few people. And I say few lightly, depends on the day or what they're talking about, but a lot of the time it's just a small group of people and they all hate each other. At least that's with my group. Everyone always talks bad about the other, and then when they're together they work with each other just to be friends or whatever, to tolerate them, which is what I basically do every day, because they annoy me, but they're my friends and I feel that they care about being friends. Might be wrong, you never know, but yeah, we play Magic. For those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, it's a card game. I know you're thinking it's childish, it's whatever, that's for kids stuff, but there's a lot of stuff in the game. I'll get into that later, but back to whatever I was talking about, friends being deceptive. No, not deceptive, self-centered and emotional or dramatic, I guess. They always man, I can't have to start stopping. What the start stopping? Yeah, totally. No, but the people that are my friends are bad. Most people are bad, I've learned, and I'm trying to figure out if that's just they're bad and that's it, or if everyone's bad, including myself. And I only get that. I don't know. I haven't really explained much of my thoughts yet because I'm new to this. I feel that people are listening to me now, even though probably about 5 people are going to listen to this. And most of them won't judge anyways, but I still feel as though others might, because I'm putting it on YouTube. It's cool or whatever. So yeah, that's why future videos may be better. Alright, what was I talking about? Crap, I always forget when I get into these side whatevers. But yeah, they all hate each other, and alright, I remember. So they are self-centered. Let me just go through the list of everything that we already went through. Everyone is self-centered, to an extent. Everyone at my school, at least, or most people, I can't talk about the whole population, are dramatic. We've gone through that. By the way, I'm just doing this for myself, basically. So that's what we've gone through, and man, what else? I just had something to talk about, but it's easier when it comes right to my head. I already pre-thought these things, and I said, all right, I might want to do that later. I need to put it on my phone. The next one will definitely be better, because I'm gonna write down what I want to talk about on my phone, so I don't forget. And then this thing is I made so I don't forget. But Yeah. Alright. So, everyone is self-centered, just then, everyone's rude. But I'm trying to figure out if that is only true for them, or to them, or to me. If that's true. Yeah, that's the wording. If that's true. I'm trying to figure out if it's true. Because all these are just thoughts in my head. None of this is fact. I'm just stating what I see in people. What I see people do. How I see people act. Because I do that for some reason. I study people. I wonder if other people think like this. If other people think how I'm thinking right now, or think how I was thinking at the time, because I was in the back of the class, trying to do work, but then I can't because of whatever, and then I just try to reassure myself that everything's gonna be okay, when I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's gonna be okay. If anything's gonna be okay. My emotional state is dependent on mostly my surroundings, and I might have to move and stuff. I don't want to get into it. Just make me sad. But yeah, I wonder if other people think like this. Think critically of others when they're looking throughout the classroom, wondering what they're thinking about, how they act, what they've been through. My friends, back to my friends. My friends think that this podcast video is running a bit late. I'm gonna cut it off soon, but just want to get a few things out before then. My friends, that's what I don't remember. Forgot what I was just about to say. I think I got it. My friends were... I already talked about my friends. Alright, I just need a second to remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, there's everyone's bad, but there's good people, I think. At least I hope. That's something that I wonder about every day. I wonder if everyone is bad, and only because of only because of society do they, or being around others and etiquette, all that. If that's the only reason why they are acting like functioning people, or if they actually are, and I'm not, but I try to be. I bet they do. A lot of the times, that's what I just remembered. Alright. So, I just told you about, I'm not sure if I'm, if I have etiquette or whatever, if I'm good for society, which I think I'm not. I think I'm one of the few who are like that. But a lot of my friends say this stuff just because a lot of my friend group members say this. And I wonder if it's true, because my best friend Chris, he told me that, a lot of them are liars, and I didn't really believe him at first. I was like, well, everyone lies every once in a while. Everyone tries to get attention. It's fine. Someone wouldn't lie about that. But now I'm looking at what they do in that sense, and I'm seeing that I think that they might lie about going through traumatic experiences, or just experiences that were traumatic to them. That's one and the same, I guess. It just hurts to think that someone would do that just to get attention, because a lot of my friends want attention, and it's obvious. A lot of them do the attention thing or whatever. Yeah, I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. They were my friends. Didn't like some of them because they were always judgmental about opposing sorry, voice crack, opposing feelings within the group members. It's just, I don't understand. One of the ones that I did dislike probably the most at this moment, just because of a string of events that he's done. It's just rude what he's done. Just rude. He invited me over to a Halloween party, and then he said he didn't, or after a while he said, "Oh, I only have a certain amount, and I'm not letting you in." Basically saying that I wasn't good enough to go in, or maybe I'm just taking it that way, but and he just has no self-control. Personally, it's what I think. And then he gets offensive. I don't know how to say it, but it's not good. Let's just put it that way. What they do, how I feel about what they do, it's not good. And in my mind it makes sense, but on saying it right now, it's a bit hard. Man. I did this to prove to myself, partially, to prove to myself that I do have, that these thoughts are not just there to make me feel like I am special or whatever, to make me feel that I do. And I guess it is, I don't know the word, it is, reassuring. It is reassuring. I guess it is a bit reassuring, or is reassuring me that I do have these feelings and they are legit. But after hearing about my friends and how they possibly lie about how they feel just to get attention, it kind of hurts. It really hurts. I just think, how could you? You have no idea if you are lying. But I don't know. I just lost trust in people, honestly. These aren't good people, most of them. Most of them are just bad people. I've been realizing everyone else was good. These people are just bad. But they're my friends, and they're good in their own way, I guess. Help me out, still talk to me. Almost every day I say, see, this is why people don't talk to us. Simply because things that they say, like, not things that they say, actions. They yell a lot. They, just say stuff that I'm like, why did you say that? In the lunchroom, mostly. Because I play Magic during lunch. I don't get lunch because lines are too long, too many crowds of people. Don't like crowds of people. It's just... You need to stop saying that, Nick. Stop it. But... yeah, I don't know. Whoever's listening to this, maybe you should think about this stuff too. Leave comments down below. Talking about experiences that you've had. And if you think the same way that I do, or you do now, either one, I don't care. But yeah, that's a Thinkers Podcast. Not really a podcast. Episode 1. Over. Later, dudes. Later. Zone conquered. Yeah. Oh, before I go. I forgot. Wow, I lost my train of thought already. Hopefully future podcasts will be more refined, more knowledgeable, for one. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you made it this long, I don't know how you did. You're amazing. But I'll be here next podcast. Don't know, probably today also. So later.